That's his right hand. Down and over.
That's it. It's over. Not a good place. Jab is really a weapon.
What is going on, everybody? What is going on? It's your boy and your favorite motherfucker out here. You heard? It's Coastal Boxing Club, Eddie and Steady. I'm live here with my boy, Chi Ming. Chi Ming's in the building. What's going on, my boy? What's going on? What's going on? We are
Eddie,
back in
what's
here
up?
live.
Eddie, what's up, man? All the good people, what's going on?
Hey, shit, I'm here, man. I'm chilling. What a wonderful fight night we had. I mean, shit, I'm chilling, as you can see. Um,
Yeah, man.
I mean, we,
On the East Coast, it ain't your birthday no more, but you the birthday boy out this joint. I mean, on my side, it's still your birthday, but on your side, it ain't. But you know, it's
yeah,
Eddie's birthday, everybody out there. So if you're watching, say happy birthday to the birthday boy. Uh, and shit, tip him while you at it. Give him a dodo. Yeah, man. Wait, what's that you sipping on? What is that?
it's easy, Jesus.
Oh, Lord. Ghetto
Easy.
Ripple. I ain't mad at it. That used to be it back in my day. It used to be crazy. It's so funny to me now that I think like when I was in like my early 20s, mid 20s, like people used to drink E&J like they used to actually think they was like doing something. Like you really thought you was boss drinking some E&J out this motherfucker. Real funny shit. But yo, oh man, we had first of all, may the fourth be with you also on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? I mean on the West Coast for all my Star Wars fans out there in the world. You know what I'm saying? I had watched Empire.
Be
I
with
watched it.
you.
Yeah, I watched Empire Strikes Back today, which I think is the best Star Wars movie out of all of them. I've seen all of them. I think I haven't seen The Rise of Skywalker, but other than that, I've seen all the rest of them, and I still think Empire is the best one. And I watched that joint
Absolutely.
today. Yeah,
Star Wars is crazy.
so I think I watched Empire today. Empire Strikes Back. That joint was crazy, and yeah, shout out to all the Star Wars fans out there. But yeah, man, um, we had a Cinco de Mayo weekend fight tonight, and it was featuring two Mexican fighters. I'm so like we're not talking about like the Mexican fighters, uh, like a Mexican from Texas or a Mexican from Arizona or Nevada or from California. We talking about two straight from the other side. Um, Canelo Alvarez against Jaime Munguia. What you think about the fight, man?
I mean, damn. It was a good fight. I'm not gonna lie. One thing I'm gonna say for sure, it was definitely a better fight than me watching Charlo fight him because Charlo didn't look like he was trying to engage with him, and Munguia definitely was trying to engage. The thing with that fight was with Munguia. When Munguia got hurt, I believe it was in the third round. He wasn't trying to. I feel like he wasn't trying to do as much as he was trying to do in the first two rounds.
It was the
He
fourth round. I think it was the
what
fourth.
the
He
fourth
got
round?
dropped. He got dropped in the fourth.
So yeah, when he got dropped in the fourth, in my opinion, I feel like he wasn't the same fighter after that. I won't say his confidence went out the window, but I feel like he knew he wasn't going to win at that point. So it's more of just putting on a show for the people and just trying to do the best he can, fighting against a masterclass fighter, a veteran in the ring. You know what I'm saying? He's a veteran in the ring. Canelo's a veteran. So like you going against that opposition and that type of opponent, you have to figure like, you doesn't matter how good you are, style makes fights, and Munguia type of style did definitely made it a interesting type of fight. I just wish if Munguia was able to have some power to make Canelo second think a lot of his shots. I feel like Canelo only second think was only second. I feel like Canelo was only second thinking himself because of Munguia combinations. Munguia throws a lot of combinations, so I feel like he didn't want to get hit with unnecessary shots. And if I would say, um, there was some couple rounds in there that I feel like Munguia landed a couple shots that Canelo gave to him. That I feel like Canelo got a little too overconfident and started letting Munguia get a little too much off on him. But with that being said, I feel like it was definitely an interesting fight. Um, I wouldn't say it went exactly how I would say it was gonna go, but it definitely went to the decision that I was predicting. Um, the knockdown. I'm gonna elaborate on the knockdown though. When Canelo Alvarez hit Munguia with those three uppercuts,
Yeah.
like you was saying, I heard you when you was like, "Oh," like he's eating those, and it's like by the time you was finished saying that, it's like, boom, he hit him with the boom, boom, and when he caught him with that, it was he didn't see that punch coming. It's the punches that you don't see coming what really hurts you
The ones that
and
get
put you on your ass.
you. The ones that get you every time. Look, let me tell you. I have mixed I have mixed emotions about it. Canelo. I don't know. I kind of give him his performance like maybe a 7.5. um, he appeared. I don't know. The first 7 rounds, like the dude really wasn't even moving his head. Like he just really. I know he might have the pause, but he might have the best chin in boxing. You know, he might. So when you think about that, him having like he kind of like just walks into fighters, and I've seen that lately. He's been like more like the stalker type, but like
Good
him
evening,
moving his
ladies
head.
and gentlemen, and welcome in here to T-Mobile Arena as we get you set for our post-fight press conference to wrap things up here in what was an incredible night inside T-Mobile Arena on Cinco de Mayo fight weekend. It was a tremendous main event, and we want to welcome the challenger, Jaime Munguia, and his team, Fernando Beltran and Oscar De La Hoya, as they are all accompanying Bernard Hopkins as well. So it was certainly a valiant effort from Jaime Munguia, the former world champion. He has nothing to hang his head about on losing to Canelo Alvarez by a unanimous decision. It was an incredible atmosphere here, as you heard, the sold out here at T-Mobile Arena. As we are now set, we are going to open things up first to Jaime and to just talk about, you come up short, suffering your first loss to Canelo Alvarez. Just early first thoughts on this fight, Jaime.
Sit here. Excuse me.
So we just want to get your first early thoughts, Jaime, on the difficult loss. It was a valiant effort, and you really left it all in the ring. Just discuss first thoughts on the loss.
Bueno, la verdad es que, pues, obviamente, creo que siempre busqué la pelea. Creo que gané los primeros rounds, iba muy bien, hasta que llegó el quinto asalto y me agarró. La verdad que me sentí muy bien, nunca me sentí lastimado. Creo que es un peleador con bastante experiencia y pues la verdad yo creo que eh, no contento con el trabajo que hice, pero creo que es una buena experiencia y pues ni modo, la cara en alto, hay que seguir trabajando fuerte.
Well, first of all, I would like to tell you that I was always looking for the fight. I was always following him and trying to put in a fight. I think he's a fighter with a lot of experience, and I think I was winning the first rounds until I get caught in the fifth, and I believe that and honestly I was never hurt, but I was. He's got a lot of experience. He's a very good fighter, and it was a learning experience. I didn't get the win, but it was a great learning experience tonight.
It's really,
All right,
really
we are going to
getting
now
out.
turn things over to our media, so feel free to raise your hands. Please be patient. We're going to be coming around with some mics, so raise your hand and please speak up so Jaime and his team can hear you. So we'll get things started with the Q&A and also allow time for translation as well. Thank you, guys.
Mike Coppinger, ESPN. Jaime, congratulations on a great performance. Obviously, you didn't get the win, but this was your first time fighting on the elite level. What do you think you learned from this fight that can make you a much better fighter going forward?
No, pues la verdad yo creo que una gran experiencia. Obviamente siempre tratamos de buscar la pelea, siempre tratamos de hacer una buena pelea, una pelea emocionante para todos ustedes, pero pues es experiencia.
Well, I believe that it's a great experience. I was always trying to put a great show for you guys, and I was looking for the fight, and it's a great experience.
Jaime, Liliana de Chicana Boxing aquí enfrente. Felicidades por tu performance, estuviste muy bien. Cuando estábamos los medios, se vio como que sí le dolió uno que le diste el cuerpo, que es cuando el ref le dio más tiempo. ¿Sí sentiste que lo heriste en ese momento?
Well, the question is, where the press was, you hit him in the body, and look that you hurt him, but the ref give him more time because he said it was a low blow, but he was in the body. Do you believe the ref got a lot to do?
Sí, yo creo que lo agarré con buenos golpes, al cuerpo, sí lo lastimé, entonces.
I just want to say, what Munguia what they were just saying about it wasn't a low blow, it was a body shot. Nah, that was definitely a low blow. I seen it with my own eyes. That was definitely a low blow shot. What you think, Chi? You think that was a low blow shot that Munguia landed on Canelo?
I mean, low blow on the belt, legit. I don't know, man. I mean, did do. I mean, regardless, I just believe that if Canelo, like, do you really think that would change anything? In my opinion, like that's what I'm saying. Like, do you really think that what you did was enough to be like, oh yeah, I got him? That's just questionable. And if he responded to it, more than likely, if Canelo responded to it, it was low.
Well, like I'm gonna just say with this real quick. I don't think Munguia did enough into the fight. I only gave him 2 rounds, 3 rounds to be nice, if you really want to say, but I gave him 2 rounds. The first 2 rounds, to be honest with you, that's all I really gave him was the first 2 rounds I gave Munguia. After that, the knockdown in the fourth. What did Munguia really do after that? I mean, he had the combination shots, he had all of that, but he wasn't able to hurt Canelo or make Canelo second think anything besides the combination shots that he was throwing. I mean, It was
He
a performance. It was a performance, but
Freddie Roach trained him to fight the fight that he should fight. Like, hey man, you got height. You're gonna be you got height, a big height advantage over Canelo, reach advantage. Look, man, use your jab. Stay on the outside as much as possible. Flick combinations from the outside. Score points. You're not gonna like. Don't try to overcommit. Nothing crazy because he'll pop you. And it's a good tactic to do, but I just feel like if you're not doing anything to take the zap off of Canelo's punches and him, and you're not stopping him from coming forward, then it's really a moot point. I like see a lot of people could say that. Like first of all, I think that one the cards are 115. I think it was it 115, 112. I think that's nasty work. But anyway, um, like if you can't stop him from coming forward, it's gonna be a problem and it's going to be a troublesome fight. And then when Canelo's fights are weird to judge, but for me they're easy to judge because I already know how Canelo fights, and then most of these judges should already know. Canelo don't really waste punches. Canelo don't throw a whole lot of jabs. Everything he throws is power shots, all power punches. He don't throw a lot of jabs. He don't paw at you.
wait,
He throw
thing with Canelo is not he don't waste any of his shots. Any of his shots what he throws, he trying to throw with conviction to hurt you. That's the type of
all of
fighter
it.
Canelo.
It's not the
So
same. Like Tank Davis try to time people with his shots. Canelo's throwing punches in the round. He's throwing 30, 40 punches,
think
but it's all power shots. You can have a guy that, and like Munguia's humming like 65, 70 punches around at him, and he might be tagging him. He might get him with a couple of good punches and all of that, but I just feel like it's not really it's not really doing it because when Canelo comes at you, he's hitting you and he's hitting you flush. I'm hearing it, I'm seeing it, it's accurate, and I see you hitting him, and it's not affecting him the way it's affecting you when he hits you. And that's why I feel like it's kind of hard to judge a fight like that. You might think Munguia looks good, like it may look okay, but he's not really doing anything to affect Canelo, and he's not stopping Canelo's offense, which is really just going to be like 30, 40 punches, land about like 17 or 18 power shots, and just go ahead with that. But these are all effective punches. Like they're not no glancing punches, no grazing punches when it comes with Canelo. It's just a whole different type of ball game. He's looking to hurt you. And there was so many times in the fight that Munguia was visibly hurt from body shots and shots to the head too. He was really getting he was getting hit with a lot of big power punches, and I just believe that. But I still gave Canelo like a 7.5, man, because he took a couple rounds off, and I've been noticing that. And then another thing with Canelo is don't give him a knockdown because if you give Canelo a knockdown, it's going to be hard for you to win that fight on the cards if you're not doing nothing to just totally change the impact of the fight. Because he's going to, once he knows he's got a knockdown in the books, he's going to guarantee take a couple of rounds off in the fight. Or if you let him get a good lead, a sustainable lead, it's guaranteed he's going to take some rounds off. And it kind of takes the steam away from his performance. He took a couple rounds off in this fight too, but because he basically knew he had the fight in the bag. And I tell you, sometimes like judges may punish him for that. I feel like that fight wasn't as close as the way that those judges, that 115, 112. I don't think it was that close. I mean, maybe like 8-4, maybe 9-3 with a knockdown. Like I don't know. I can't really say that the 3 points. Nah, that was pretty bogus. But hey, Vegas is Vegas. It's always gonna be weird scorecards.
I got a 9 rounds to two with the knockdown.
Yeah, you had him. Yeah, like I thought Munguia fought a good fight. I did, and
Yeah,
then and like
even with the
the,
knockdown, he came back up and fought. He fought a good fight with Canelo. He didn't. He wasn't fighting off the back foot. That's one thing I can say. He wasn't fighting off the back foot. He was constantly trying to be in the fight, engaging with Canelo, constantly throwing the jabs, constantly throwing the combination. It just levels to this game. Like Canelo
not
obviously had this top of him, and Canelo is obviously the stronger fighter than him. And Canelo is just Canelo. Come on, man. Come on.
Man, not only that, man, you gotta understand. See, this is the reason why Canelo decided to pick this guy to fight tonight because of the simple fact
Because
that,
it's
bro,
not
like
a fight.
this is what it's he's tailor made. Canelo is, I'm telling you, Canelo don't move like he used to move. Okay, I can visibly see that right now. The mobility is just not the same. He is a stalker that knows he has the best chin in boxing, right? So when you got the best chin in boxing and you basically almost go into every fight, basically saying like, "Yo, bro, you can't hurt me. You can hit me with your best shot. You can hit me with your best shot. You're not gonna hurt me. So I'm gonna stalk you and attack you, and I'm gonna get my power shots off. The whole thing is, can you withstand me just beating on you,
on
pulverizing
your
you with all my
being
power
on
shots.
your feet
And
for
he's
12
a body
rounds
snatcher
with
too,
power shots.
bro. And he's a body snatcher too. So it's like you gotta really just I don't know,
You
man. But see,
really
but
the
Canelo
shot.
don't move his head as much. He get hit too much, and
What
then
did I was
I
saying before the fight? I was saying it's not gonna be the shot to the head that put Munguia out. Really, it's gonna be the shot to the body, and it was a shot to the head that knocked Munguia down was an uppercut. But when Canelo hit him with that nice body shot, he felt that body shot. Next thing you know, you seen the elbow tuck right to the body. He didn't want no more. He didn't want no more of that body shot. Munguia wasn't minding taking some of that face shots. I feel like Munguia has a chin as well, but it's like, what are you going to do? What can you do when you're going to have Canelo right in your face for 12 rounds, just snatching your body, getting everything he wants off, and everything that he's hitting you with is nothing but power shots. It's like, come on, man, come on. Like you're basically you're watching Canelo fight for 12 rounds and just hoping that one of his power shots don't hit you.
I don't know, man. I wasn't the biggest fan of his performance.
No,
Like
you
I
can
said, I
see
don't like that. I don't like when he takes rounds off. And there were a couple of times when like Munguia was confusing him a couple of times. Um, I, I I thought he fought well, but I just wonder like maybe if he is winding down, and it's just the fact. And then like fighting guys like when you think about Munguia, and then you think they saying there's a possibility he might fight Berlanga. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Maybe Charlo again. When they say stuff like that, you just think like these are winnable fights for him. Um, and it's on top of that, Berlanga is gonna try to basically fight the same way Munguia did in regards to not running, just standing there and trying to fight his fight. And that's tailor made for Canelo. It's tailor made for him. He just trying to fight somebody that head speed might not be his fast. Who knows, man? He get to dictate what he want to do and pick his fights and all that stuff. I'm not going to hate on none of that. I don't care. You know, I'm if he fight, he fight. That's what's up. As long as he fights somebody that's worth going in the ring to fight. Don't be fighting no weirdos. I mean, these are all like Munguia is a credible fighter. If he fight Berlanga, that's credible. I ain't mad at it. If that's what he want to do, that's what he want to do. But fight better, bruh, and don't be taking rounds off. But I feel like it ain't about like do he want to? It's like he got to. That's what I'm wondering. Do he have to take the rounds off to do his thing? So it's like, who knows, man? I don't care who he fight out. As long as he doing his thing, if he's still fighting, that's what's up. To me, this like LeBron or whatever, like like one of the OGs of the all time greats. That's like still in like still trying to do their thing, and they still in the hanging in there with the young pups. So I think it's a cool thing that Canelo's fighting. Period. It don't got to be him fighting all these greats and everything like that. I'm just cool with him fighting. Period. And there ain't nobody on his level other than maybe like Bud Crawford that like really like when you say like, oh, you gotta see it.
the
Okay, I
thing
will
is,
put.
I'm gonna touch base with this real quick because you said Bud Crawford and then you mentioned Berlanga. Like Do you honestly think Berlango put it like? I don't think Berlango put on a better performance than Munguia did. In my opinion,
It's
because
not
Munguia
about that. It's not about
it's
that.
not.
It's a,
It's not. So in my opinion, I feel like before Munguia, I mean before Canelo and Berlanga get into it, you're gonna have Bud Crawford and Canelo fight before that and that happens because that's more of a draw.
but see that's kind of debatable. It depends on how you look at it because Berlanga
It just that fight's gonna be good.
Berlanga does good ratings on ESPN, and they he's
The ratings doesn't matter about which fight is gonna be. It's a better fight. Now, who's a bigger name? Who's obviously the bigger name? Canelo. I mean, Terrence Crawford or Berlanga? Obviously, Terrence Crawford is a bigger name.
him. Can I ask you a question right now? So let me say so let me figure this out. So you telling me that you believe that Bud, you really think that that fight is just like, oh yeah, we could just let's do this, let's make it right now, let's go ahead. It's just
No, it's
that
not one.
easy.
No, it's not one of those fights that's gonna be like, hey, this fight can be happen in September. No,
No,
absolutely.
Cinco de Mayo is a possibility, but I'm talking about
Yes,
September right now. I'm talking about September of this year. That's
man.
what I'm
He
talking
is
about.
not.
That's why when they talk about Berlanga, I can see that you can sell a lot with it. You know what I mean? It's a sellable fight. It's not maybe what you want to see, but it's a sellable fight, and I can get it. And his style is tailored, and his style is
Look,
tailor made,
look,
bro.
what you
I'm
just said
bro.
makes
Come
sense.
on.
It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense because if you think in the closer future, yeah, that's gonna make sense. Like if Canelo's gonna fight on Mexican Independence Weekend, I mean yeah, Mexican Independence Weekend in September, it's like that'd be the more realistic fight to happen because it's like all right, you got Berlanga. Who else can you really say Canelo can fight in September? I mean, yeah, you're right. It's Berlanga. But
It don't have. It could. It. I mean, Berlanga. I don't know, man. You know,
no, it could be Berlanga.
I don't know. I
But
don't know. Like, but it could be Charlo. But what I do know is that right now, it look like he's just trying to stay active and fight winnable fights, and at the same time, fight somebody with credibility. It's the Mayweather fucking machine. Like, come on,
I
like
guarantee,
everybody knows that.
I guarantee it probably be more likely Charlo than Berlanga.
If it's Charlo, that's cool. Like, but I'm just saying, Berlanga, you could sell it to the point that it'll make money at least because, like I said, it's Puerto Rico versus Mexico that always pops. Berlanga has proven to sell tickets on the other side on ESPN, and people tune in to watch. He's gonna
I agree.
stand right in front of him. He's gonna stand right in front of him and fight, just like Munguia did tonight. And that's what you want to see. Charlo might not do that if shit get ugly for him. And even when Charlo is engaging, it's still a like a passive aggressive type boxing style. It's not super aggressive. He's not always the whole fight going to be coming at you with his foot forward, like trying to move forward and come at you like on the style like the way Canelo does. Charlo ain't gonna fight like that. He's never gonna fight like that.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
it could be a different type of fight. Like them people in there was going crazy. They was loving that shit tonight because both them boys pretty much just stood in front of each other and fought.
The
Now,
thing is, what you realized tonight was during every time each fighter was getting landing some blows, you heard both sides going off. You heard people chanting Canelo, you heard people chanting Munguia. So it was very the crowd was very into the fight. It was you never heard any booing during the fight at all. So the crowd got what they wanted. They got an interesting firefight, the best that Munguia could have did against the top dog like Canelo.
yeah, man, I don't know. I thought Munguia fought well. I just wish he sat down on his punches a little bit more. Um, he hit Canelo with a couple good shots, yes indeed, but a lot of the punches that he hit him with was just like point punches. And it seems to me like the taller fighters that fight Canelo, that must be the kind of strategy that they want to try to do is to like, hey, just stay on the outside, just try to jab, score points, hit him, just touch him. It don't matter if you hit him with power, just touch him. It seemed to be like the thing. and I don't know, it hadn't worked really yet. I mean, Bivol definitely took advantage of it, but nobody else has had the size advantage, the height advantage, the reach advantage on Canelo. He still finds a way to be able to punch you in the guts. He always finds ways to hit you in the ribs. Like it just always seems to be finding ways to get on to be able to hurt you on the inside, boxing on the inside. You know?
I just wanna touch base with the Barrios fight, man. You see, I know all of y'all seeing how Barrios I look. I mean, still congratulations on the win, Barrios, but I give Barrios like a 60 tonight on his performance. I give him a C on his performance tonight. Um,
Yeah. He's because that's him. Look, I ain't
but
gonna
that's
look.
just
I'm not gonna I'm not trying to disrespect really like that. But I've said it on the streams before. I've said it on the channel. I think Mario Barros is mids. I think there's too much attention given to him. I don't think he's. I still think he's high mids. Like for real. Like he's high
but
mids. I don't think like Boots Ennis
check
to
this
kill
out.
that boy.
But check this out. With size boost Ennis, and you got Crawford, and the belt's about to be vacated, and I believe he's gonna be mandatory the original champion because of this
Yeah,
win
he
that
gonna
he.
be made full champ. He probably gonna be made full champ.
So yeah, I believe this was for the fight to make him full champ. So
Yeah,
once
so
that becomes vacate, the only problem I see in the division is just Ennis. And besides that, I mean, I feel like Bars can really hurt any of these guys in that division besides him. Besides those two guys, I should say.
I think Stanionis will beat him.
I think Bars will be standing on this.
No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
bet
yeah,
you on
yeah.
that. If that happened, I got money on that.
I
I
got money
bet
on
you on
that
that
too
one.
because the performance that Staniosa put on tonight. I mean, he won that
But
as
but, but
well.
wait,
But
whoa, 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 no, don't do that. Don't do that.
okay,
Don't
okay,
do
okay,
that.
okay, 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 okay. Look, okay.
If
Well,
they
I'm not
both
gonna
was
base it off.
trash tonight, if they both was
I'm
trash tonight.
just listen. I'm not gonna base it off his performance tonight. You know what? I take that back. Scratch that. Scratch that. Take two. 'Cause I just thought of a scenario in my head, and I'm like, very interesting
And if one of
scenario.
them, and if one of them,
Ah,
and if one of
that
those,
eye, Staniosa was fucked that eye up. I'm just my bad.
that'll be all right. But like it's a lot of scenarios where he don't like he's not gonna if okay her let me tell you what be and you know what could end up happening to Barrios if he don't lose his first title defense against some rando that catch him slipping by the chance or if he don't fight Stanionis and lose if one of those pups from 140 decide to move up who you think they going what champion do you think they're gonna go after? They're gonna be like, oh, give me
They're
Barrios. If
gonna
Ryan Garcia, when Ryan Garcia come, not Ryan Garcia, like maybe
they're
if
gonna put
Shakur
they're gonna
Stevenson
put
or
a
Devin
roll.
Haney,
They're gonna put a
if
rollie.
one of them move up to 147, they're gonna go right to him. They're gonna go right to him and take his belt and be right in the mix at 147. I'm just saying these are just scenario. This is just a scenario. But I feel like him at
Yeah, I
147,
guess can be mad at
he's
it.
he's not a stable champion in my opinion. He's a paper champion. He's just was given the belt because of the fact that Bud is moving up,
Hmm.
and they really don't have nobody else to get his shit to. And he's like one of it's a lot of good fighters at 147 now. There just ain't no names there no more like that.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what's key. There's a lot of good fighters at 147, but they're just no big name fighters.
It ain't no
So
names there right now.
like there's a
So
lot of these up and comers now trying to need to make names for themselves. I mean, like, look, I feel like Jerry Anderson is another up and comer. Look, I'm hearing like we was talking about before the stream. We hear he's trying to make a big name for himself. He's about to fight. He's trying to make a fight with Wilder. If that comes through, if Wilder's successful in his fight coming up on June. I mean August, right? August.
he fighting. Yeah, he's trying to fight him in August. Yeah. Well, we'll see, man. I don't know. So, I like Wilder still got to get by Big Zane, man. Got to get by Zane. And I don't. I'm not picking Deontay Wilder in no fight no more. So
Look, I'm gonna be honest with
I'm
you. Be honest with you.
gonna keep
Just
it
because,
tall.
hold on, just a second for everyone can hear this. Just because Zhang lost against was it Joseph Parker, right?
Right.
Just because he lost to Joseph Parker doesn't mean he's trash or he's a bum. These guys actually fought and boxed. Do I think Deontay Wilder can box 12 rounds with Zhang? I don't think so. 'Cause I think Zhang is a better boxer than Wilder, but Wilder just had that one punch knockout, and if he catch Zhang with it, it's night. But
Wilder can knock Zhang out. I ain't even. I'm not picking him to win, but
we all
but
know he
he
can
can.
knock
But he can knock him out. I like the like matchups like a guy against guys that can actually box and stick and move and fight on the outside, move around the ring. Those are the guys that Deontay Wilder is gonna have problems with. But Zhang, he can throw his hands, he can box, but he's not moving like that. He's not moving like that. It's just all about can he catch Wilder first, I believe. I mean, he might be able to box him because he boxed Joe Joyce up. So I mean, he might be able to box him, but I believe that Wilder do got a good chance of knocking Zhang out though. I'm just not picking him to win, but he got a good ass chance.
listen. If Wilder just comes out looking for the knockout, don't have him winning.
He don't gotta
I
he
don't
don't
have
gotta come out. I believe a knockout can come. I believe that Zhang is definitely
naturally.
open for a counterpunch to be knocked, like to be caught and knocked out. Like he definitely can be open. He's open for that. So I give Wilder good chances. I just not picking him anymore because I said I wasn't gonna pick him in a boxing match no more because that lethargic performance against Parker was crazy. It was so predictable in one note. And I just wonder how much more you can train or improve this guy to make him do anything different than what he's already doing right now. Because even when they say he was doing different shit in camp, he come out, he looks the same dude. The same
Same
dude.
dude, different trainer, same
Except
dude.
with skinnier legs.
Man, man, cable wires.
I don't know what to think anymore. So I'm not picking him for that fight. But yeah, man, that's neither here nor there.
I said
That's
his
up and
leg
coming.
looked like a clothes hanger.
That's up and coming. We'll probably get more into that at another later date. But yeah, man, back to Canelo. I just truly believe that Canelo is really just trying to ride off into the sunset, make a lot of money, um, and cash out if Bud Crawford is there because he'll want to. I'm telling you, it's just I Benavidez fighting him. I say fight him. If he don't want
Listen,
to
the
fight
only
him,
way
just
that's happening is if when David Benavidez goes up to 175, beats Guzdik, and then once he beats Guzdik, he has to fight the winner. Oh, 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 or because Bivol and this dude's not fighting now, and since Bivol is gonna fight a replacement fighter, when this dude is healed, he probably can fight David Benavidez, and then that fight can happen with Canelo. You feel me? That's
well,
if
I
that's
they're not.
if
I don't.
Benavidez that's if Benavidez can go back down to 168 after going up to 175 and fighting two fights. It's hard for me to see David Benavidez going up to 170, 175, fighting two fights and say, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go back down to 168. It's gonna have to be a catch weight at like 170 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean that's all. Who knows? That's all speculation, possibilities in the future. Um, but I don't know. Like I don't know, man. I want to see him do it. Like why not? If he say he'll fight
It's gonna
anybody
have to,
anywhere, he
it's gonna
always say that
happen.
shit. He always say
It's
that shit
gonna happen.
after every fight. He always say, "I'll fight right now." You know you're not gonna fight right now. Stop saying that shit.
Listen,
I hate that
listen.
shit.
Man, listen, you know he would fight right. Man, he would definitely, yes, he would fight right now, man. Get the fuck out of here. He would fight right now. You know why he would fight right now? If they give him the fucking 200 million that he's asking for, he would
Oh
fight
my
right now.
goodness, bro.
He would fight motherfucking David Benavidez coming in September if they offer him 200 million right fucking now. That fight will happen. That
But
fight will
see, here's
happen
but
this
but if
September.
Benavidez ain't see this is what I'm saying. You that sounds like outpricing itself to fight the man. Because if
Bro, it's not.
you
I don't give a fuck. It's not outpricing shit. If you're the cash dog at that division, you can basically say like, yo, who else is there for me to motherfucking fight? Who is a competition to me? All y'all is call all
it
y'all
damn sure
motherfuckers.
ain't Edgar Berlanga.
Fuck Berlanga. Canelo beat Berlanga too. Fuck Berlanga. I'm just saying like David Benavidez be a more interesting fight than Berlanga in my opinion. That's what the people want to see. And if that's the only fight that is there for Canelo to fight beside Berlanga, it's gonna be fucking David Benavidez.
It's not gonna be. Stop talking like that. Stop saying it that way, bro. Because it's clear that that is not the intent that Canelo has in the immediate
Because
future.
money is not talking.
There's no okay, but listen. Which is it? Is it pay me a whole bunch of money to fight somebody that you keep saying is not a big draw? That don't make no sense. That don't add up. That math ain't mathing,
It
dog.
doesn't add
It
up.
doesn't
It
make
doesn't add up. It doesn't add up because, in our opinion, we don't consider David Benavidez to be on all the way up on that level. But the
no, no,
people
no, no,
want
no,
to
no,
see
no. He's on the level to fight Canelo. He's on the level. But the whole thing that they're trying to package everything. They want it to be a super duper mega fight that they want to make a whole lot of money. But at this time right now, all I keep hearing from their side is that David Benavidez ain't worthy to fight Canelo Alvarez. And in a lot of
But they
ways
say
you
the
could
same
say,
thing. Oh no, that wasn't about Munguia. I was gonna say that wasn't
oh,
against Munguia. That
bro,
was
hold on,
Munguia.
just hold on. They said he
Yeah.
wasn't work. They saying that he wasn't on par. He wasn't ready to do this yet. Okay. So if he's not worthy and he's not a big draw, you don't think that people are going to pay for the fight. Why are you demanding $200 million? Or if that's what you're saying that he wants to fight Benavidez, I don't know if Canelo said that or not. I don't pay enough attention to what them dudes be talking about. I pay more attention about what they trying to do when they getting ready to go into the ring and fight. But
Listen, all I'm saying is, if they give Canelo 200 million right now, he will fight David Benavidez. Just because it's like,
bro, hey, there ain't a motherfucker in the world that won't fight David Benavidez for $200 million. My
yes,
sister
but
will fight David Benavidez for $200 million. What are you talking about? He
no,
overpriced it, but
Canelo
ain't
say
nobody gonna.
Canelo don't want to fight the motherfucker unless it's going to be a decent amount of money. That's why
It can't be 200 million.
huh?
I don't know where that number came from, but it can't be. It couldn't possibly be that.
It is
Mayweather made
200.
that fight. Mayweather made that fight in McGregor. That ain't gonna do them kind of numbers. Mayweather made that kind of money fighting Pacquiao. That's not gonna do them kind of numbers. Benavidez, Canelo is not gonna do them kind of numbers. This is
So
a different era.
guess what? That fight's not going to happen.
You the one talking like it's good. It might. I'm telling you that it need the bubble more.
And yeah, by
I'm
the
telling.
time it bubbles more, Canelo's going to still be like, I'm not fighting him until I get my 200 million.
But you can ask for that when it's worth the bubble. You can
Yeah, give
ask
it
for
the
the
bubble. Give it the bubble.
no,
And then he get all
no,
the
but it's no, but you're not getting it. But see now, David Benavidez got to play his part. Canelo got to keep maintaining and winning and staying active, and so does David Benavidez for it to even be relevant. And then David Benavidez got to beat some people with some credibility for it to be the super fight
So check me out. Check this out.
of the decade.
So check this out. This fight ain't gonna happen until it comes up to 200 million. David Benavidez is not going to have to fight two fights, which is gonna be fucking Goose Dick and either the winner of Benavidez and this dude, or because this dude's injured, when he's not injured, he fights this guy, and then Canelo's gonna end up fighting Berlanga in September, and end up fighting either um Charlo or Bud Crawford, and then that's by the time that fight's already bubbling.
Yeah, man, you got it, bro. You know, I I don't really, I'm not really invested in any of it too much to really give a fuck, to be honest. I just think that the fight from where Canelo and them are seeing it is that it's not a big fight, it's not a super fight, and he's not trying to force himself into one of those type of fights. Like I heard, like he say it all the time. I'm not trying to do what everybody want me to do. Okay, he always throw that in there. Like I'm not trying to do what everybody want me to do. Just because y'all want me to fight him, I'm not gonna fight him when I want to fight. I'm gonna fight him when I'm ready.
And
And if I
exactly, I'm
don't fight,
saying you're right, and you're
yo,
absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
bro,
You're absolutely right. I can agree with you.
so I'm just looking at it like right now, we could just take Canelo doing what he's doing and just, enjoy it for what it is. But if I say he should fight Benavidez, but it ain't gonna happen this year, that's for certain. That ain't happening this year. Like, is it a possibility next year? Absolutely. I truly believe that. But like, but the immediate future, possibly his next two fights, no, no, I don't
Obviously
see it.
not.
I don't see it. So if anybody would have any hopes up for it, they might as well just try to subdue that and try to keep it under wraps and just accept the fact that he probably might be fighting at least two other guys before that's even on the table.
But no shit. That's what people don't understand. That what needs to happen. He needs to fight at least two other motherfuckers. Obviously, you can't just say, all right, next fight is gonna be this dude. Like what? Nah, nah, it doesn't work that way.
And look, man, this whole weight thing, that's another big thing when it comes to that, really for real. They don't really want to get into that and talk about that. But everybody like weight is a big thing. I like Benavidez, yeah, he going up, but he's good. Like I said, people say he can go all the way up to cruiser if he want to, and that's pretty much how he walk around is about like cruiserweight. So it's like
Talking about
it's tough. It's tough for
how
him to
much
get
you
down to one. Bro, it's tough for him to get down to 168. You know what I'm saying?
talking about weight, what do you think Canelo weight came in weighing tonight?
I don't know. I don't know. Did they say?
No, I didn't look into it. But Canelo looked like he probably came in like what, 170 maybe? He didn't look
I don't know.
too much bigger than up to the
It didn't
last
go
one.
up too much.
He
You're
didn't look
probably right.
like he looked like he was about 170. Once I wouldn't be surprised if he came in there 168. Shit.
Yeah, he didn't look like he rehydrated so much. Munguia looked like he tacked on a little extra when he drank some water after he got off the scale. Looked like he he put the weight. He looked a lot bigger than Canelo did in the ring. I mean, I thought it was, I don't know. Canelo's future is not nothing we can determine, and that's official now. If didn't nobody believe it before, after seeing tonight, you should definitely feel like that and just be like, look, man, he done earned his ticket. He can do whatever the fuck he want. Why should we stop dictating what he doing? Because motherfuckers gonna watch the shit anyway. Because Canelo has the casual fan in his pocket. He could give a fuck
It's
about
almost
us.
it's almost like the same shit like we've been looking back in the days with Mayweather. It's like everyone's like, oh, Mayweather should fight this person. But it's like in the end of the day, you're gonna watch Mayweather fight whoever the fuck he's gonna fight, regardless, because it's Mayweather fighting. So
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
just need to sit back and relax and just watch what Canelo do from now on, because it's like he honestly earned his stripes in the game. He fought the best of the best, in my opinion. He went through a lot of wars, and it's like at this point in his career, it's like I feel like he can just chill right now and be like, yeah, you know what?
No, I mean, look, I'll admit, I didn't used to think that this was a cool way to fight fights. The Mayweather engine used to piss me off. Like, I didn't like it. I'm not even gonna lie, but I've learned to just, as I've gotten older, I've learned to just like appreciate these dudes fighting, period. And it now on the come up, okay, yeah, on the come up, yeah, you supposed to be doing that. You supposed to be mixing it in and fighting with the best fighters in the world when you want to come up and you in your prime and you in the middle of everything. But Canelo like 33 or something like that. But he an old 33. He been fighting damn like 20 years, professionally damn near 20 years. He done fought like 65, 70 professional fights almost, and he been getting hit more. I mean, he can take the punch, but he be getting hit more lately than he had. He went a stretch where he didn't get hit a lot. Then he got hit a lot. Then he fought Mayweather. Then he basically tried to fight like Mayweather. Then he stopped getting hit. And then it's like, but like the 168, Canelo gets hit, and
Abs- Absolutely.
he's got a lot of miles on the car. The car got a lot of miles on it. That don't mean it ain't a good car still and it don't run good, but it still got a lot of miles on it. So he just and then like I said, the taking rounds off. I've been seeing him doing that more in the last couple of fights. It just makes me wonder: does he really feel like he has to really fight those guys, like the world class guys? But fighting Bud Crawford would be an offer he couldn't refuse. Like that's a guaranteed mega super fight. That's the biggest fight in boxing if it can be made. Like hands down, that's a generational fight because it's just the allure of it would just be so crazy because you got Bud who's been undisputed at two weight classes, then him going up two weight classes to fight the undisputed champ um at 168. That's that and it's like these basically like two of the better fighters of the generation. And them to get in the ring and fight, Canelo couldn't turn that down.
It
And
definitely
plus
it definitely be a more meaningful fight.
well, and plus on top of that, it's a big money fight. It's a big money fight, and Canelo's gonna go into that thinking that even if Bud beat him, he won't hurt him, and he won't even stand a chance to hurt him. He don't think he'll hurt him, even if he beat him, he won't hurt him. So
I
like,
think I think I heard Canelo somehow because you got a guy coming up weight classes.
yeah, that's why he like, bro, I'll fight Bud. Like this, I'll fight Bud because he coming up two weight classes. He doesn't think he can hurt him, and the money's better than any other fight. Him fighting Bud is better money than any other fight that you can think of right now.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why he'll fight Bud Crawford if that come up next year. That if that's there, he gonna take that
He would
because
take.
the money,
Think he would definitely take that over Benavidez for sure.
yeah, because the money in the name would be there and it's all good. That's the biggest fight in boxing. Period. It ain't David Benavidez. It's not him fight. It's him versus Benavidez is up there. It's one of the bigger fights, but not yet. I
No,
think
exactly. It's
Canelo.
not even if it gets there, it still won't be as big as that. But what I'm saying is, like I was saying before, Canelo just want 200 million to fight the motherfucker. He don't want to fight the motherfucker, but if you give him 200 million, he fight him.
Oh, man, I don't know. Ain't nobody gonna pay $200 million for this motherfucker to fight nobody no more. Like nobody's making these this kind of money like that. The only way they making this kind of money is ways to make it. And Canelo made a lot of money tonight. Like he got the promotion, billing, and all of this shit. He gonna get a big cut of everything. Canelo's gonna get a big cut of everything. That's how he make all his money. He get a big cut of everything. So like he gonna be fine on the money tip regardless. But like to offer like to try to say I want 200 mil to fight one guy, nobody gets money like that. That's why. And if you saying 200 million, that's basically saying, oh, I want the only way you pulling 200 million out of something is if you just stripping it, everything. I get most of the pay per view. I get most of the dough. I don't know. We sell T-shirts, merch. I want all of it. Like it ain't no way that you're gonna be. Nobody else will make no money in this era, in this age and era. Like I don't think it would make no money.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying what Dave's saying. Feel me? I'm just saying. I'm just the messenger. I'm just saying what they're saying. And you're absolutely right. It's like you have to really figure in this day and age. It's like we're not back into the early 2000s and shit like that, where there wasn't no buff streams and none of the streaming websites that everyone had to watch it on TV, HBO, buy the pay-per-view in order to literally watch the damn fight.
No, they had them.
So
They
it's
always been around. They just wasn't as prominent as they are now.
that's not working common.
Yeah, they've been around. But even when they was even the most of the time, people just want to pay for it just to make sure they can see it, and it ain't no problem. And and then like it's just not like that no more. Um,
Absolutely.
you can make it bubble and have it make it be a big fight, but it's just hard for me to believe that $200 million for one fighter for a purse is just not gonna happen no more. And then even if you get 200 million, it can't be from the fight purse. Like that's bullshit. The only way you're gonna make $200 million is how everything adds up. Your fight purse should never like for a fighter. Honestly, your fight purse, the biggest fighter in boxing, Canelo, AJ, maybe these guys that make the high purses. Come on, man, $75 million. That probably should be like the max out, and that's for the biggest fight in boxing. That's just for your purse. When you try to get over 100 million, 150 million, and all that, when you try to make that kind of money off one fight, then you got to get pieces of everything
I,
else.
I don't think it's impossible.
Nobody's signing that contract.
The Saudis will.
No, listen, the
It's-
Saudis ain't paying motherfuckers. So I'm not even gonna like. We're not gonna get into that.
No, they ain't paying motherfuckers, but they will probably pay if that fight bubble up to a certain point. I think they
They
pay
not.
200 million. No,
Nope.
maybe 100 million, maybe
Between both fighters, yeah, maybe, but
between
not for
both
one
fighters.
guy.
100, may
Not for
even
one
even
guy.
even it'd be like one like man, I can't even say 1.5. Yeah, even 1.5 between both fighters.
1.5. What are you talking about, dog?
Huh?
1.5 what? $1 million?
150, 150K.
150 million, you mean? No, man. Nope. There ain't no fight out here that big right now.
I agree, but I think nah. I'm just hypothetically fucking talking, but like realistically, yeah, maybe 100 million the Saudi probably paid realistically on a
Between
fight like
both
that.
guys.
With both guys, yeah, with both guys.
Now y'all split it how y'all gonna split it, but that's how much we gonna put in for the purse. Y'all come up with
Absolutely.
the 60
Yep.
40
Yep.
split, 55 45 70
Ding,
30. Y'all
ding,
figure that out.
ding, 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 ding. We put in 100 million. Both fighters. Y'all promoters put in whatever else and whatever else, whatever.
But I still don't
So
think it's gonna I don't the Saudis ain't trying to do that shit no time soon, man. Fuck them.
no,
They putting out good shit. They trying to do their thing in the States now. That's what's up. But I keep hearing shit. They ain't paying nobody. You know what I'm saying? I
hmm
keep hearing a lot of these fighters on the big Saudi cars. Only the top dogs was making money. All the other guys we see wasn't making no fucking money.
yeah, and that's crazy
They
because
they and they Dana White bag. And
yeah,
I ain't
exactly.
feeling that.
They pay the main card, maybe the co-main, but everyone else no, they ain't getting a cut of none of that. none
They're
of
getting
that. And it's like,
getting
damn,
underpaid.
damn. So well, damn. So all you did was really pay for my flight out here, and that's it.
Janky promoters. I'm getting janky promoter vibes. But anyway, um, anyway, man, look, Canelo. Look, like I said, I used to hate the way I hated the way Mayweather ended his career. Um, some of the guys he fought just was so frustrating to see it. Um, but now reflecting on it and thinking back and looking back, it's like, ah, man. I guess after all that he did up until that point, the only thing I guess was making me so mad about it all was the money that he was making and him fighting the guys that I knew he could beat. I think he was overpaid so much for maybe like his last 5 fights or so because he was getting paid like he was fighting like a unification against somebody that was real deal hardcore. Like you fought Manny, but it's obvious that was maybe like 5 years too late. And Manny went in there with an injury. It might have been a better fight if Manny wasn't broke up, but I still had Mayweather winning, beating him anyway. But I just think it might have been a more competitive fight. And I didn't like the way Mayweather ended his career. But if Canelo's gonna go that same way, man, it's like, hey, man, the wars that he'd have been in, the stuff that the people that he didn't fought all the way up until this point, like, come on, man, his resume speaks for itself, man. If that man want to go out like that and fight credible people to the point that it's good enough that people will tune in any motherfucking way, then why not? And still make good money. And why not?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Go home. You have all your scruples. You still got your brain cells is all intact. Your face ain't beat up and mashed up to shit. And you got millions on top of millions. And you own Mexico. So like none of that. Like yeah, you got so much businesses and property and everything you tied into stuff down there, man. You gonna forever be rich. So it's like, hey man, if you want to ride out like that, it is what it is. I'm not even
And
gonna
you
trip
can't be
about
mad
that shit
at
no more.
him. And you can't
I'm
be
not
mad
not
for
no
him.
more, man. I'm too old for that shit.
No, no. You know, the thing is, people have to realize sometimes this is just what you get in the game of boxing. I mean, it comes with the sport sometimes, you know, this is what comes with the sport. And it's like, you can't get mad at a fighter for doing it. If, especially when you look at it on paper, you know, it's like this guy actually been in some war. It's like, if you want to go back and chill and sit back and be like, I only want to fight the best, why not? You earned your ribbon, man. You earned your ribbon.
Shit, Bud Crawford is on that route right now. Bud Crawford is on the really for real, for real. Bud Crawford will fight these guys to get his buzz up and fight at a new weight class, get the feel of it to see where he at. He'll fight these, like he would fight. He was gonna fight Tim Tszyu and all that stuff like that. But I still think like he was gonna he beat anybody at 154. He beats anybody at 154. Bud Crawford. But Bud chasing that Canelo fight. That's a big. He thought that Charlo was going to look like he was going to be worth something when he fought Canelo, and then that was going to be a big money super fight because that would have been like because Bud would have moved up to 154. He'd been fighting the undisputed champ at 154, and he was just the undisputed champ at 147. That's a big fight. That was a fight that Bud was trying to get, and it didn't work out because of the way that he fought against the way Charlo fought Canelo. And now Charlo's going through a whole bunch of bullshit now. So that fight's like not even it don't have no buzz or no nothing for it. So it's like now Bud is chasing the big money fight, and it's Canelo. Like for real, like it's
Yeah,
really, really Canelo.
that's another thing. It's like a lot of fighters who fight Canelo, it's in a way, it's like, it's sometimes it's really skeptical. It's really skeptical to really think how the fighter's gonna come in fighting Canelo because it's like, are you coming there to fight Canelo or are you coming there to fight chase a chicken? You know? And a lot of people thought John was gonna come in to fight, but he came in there to chase the chicken. And Munguia came here to fight. Munguia didn't came to fight for the chicken. He came for both. But he came more to fight. And congratulations to him, because he did, in my opinion, the best he could against Canelo.
Yeah, man, he fought a decent fight. He wasn't terrible. He wasn't terrible. It was cool, man. It was a little all Mexican, a little affair. They had the mariachis and all the good music and the sombreros was out there and everything like that. It was fun, man. It was a good little. It was a whole little event. So it was cool, man. I ain't mad at it. You know, and it's probably it did well in the place. It was filled to the top. Um, what more can you ask for? But yeah, man. I'm about to get up out of here. About to sign
Yeah,
off.
yeah. So look, just before we sign off and everything, we're just gonna let the people know real quick. Like, this month ain't over for fights yet, man. We have a decent fight coming up in just a couple of weeks, man. Let's say about less than 2 weeks. Really, we have undisputed champ, um, heavyweights, man. Fury,
Man.
Usyk. Get it this
Yeah,
time, man.
man. No, listen, bro. Look, what
Hopefully, we get
time
it
is it?
this time.
Oh, man, look, we got plenty of time to chatter up about all those other fights, man. We just wanted to give people a little recap on what happened tonight on tonight's fights. Um, the live stream will be up on the page. So if anybody wants to go back and watch anything, if anybody has any input that they want to have, please just comments.
The most important thing, please turn your notification on, because if y'all don't have your notification on, man, we can't. Y'all won't go live, and y'all miss the content. But it's all cool because it will be back on the playback, and you guys can always rewatch the shit because it's just there. So like you already know, it's your boy Eddie and Steady with Coastal Boxing Club. Your
GB.
boy on the other side right here. We about to sign off this shit, man.
Y'all have a good night. Peace, Eddie.
Like we all said, man. Thank you for watching. Everyone have a good night. May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. Everyone who's on here tonight. Happy Cinco de Mayo and good night.